please. Hold, 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 please.
Hello, babes. Hi, and welcome to browngirlbella. Woosah. Remember my pressure points. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but we got a lot to discuss today. I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. So, in case you're wondering why I'm stuck and what's going on, I gotta say, I gotta get out this group chat because this group chat is trash. 2024 has been trash for group chat. First of all, we didn't get our first female African American president. That's one. And I still owe some of y'all a breakdown for that one. Okay. Just to be clear. Then I wake up in the wee hours of the morning out of my deep REM beauty power sleep. You know, we need our beauty power sleep, right? Right, babes? So I'm awoken by Black love creators Remy Ma and Papoose doing battle in the wee hours of the morning, putting all of their business out on Front Street. Now, I was supposed to be enjoying a very nice toy drive / holiday event tonight. I was supposed to be out and about doing what I do. However, and I digress, I still have a show to do. And I still have to give y'all the nominees for Best Concealer. So I thought, you know what? We're going to roll it all into one, because if there's anything that we know, babes, is that this whole situation has been concealed for a while. So now that we are all in the group chat, come on here with me. We are going to collectively discuss, because we've got a lot to unpack, babes, a lot to unpack. If you are new and you like what I do, you like Brown Girl Bella, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then tap that notification bell so you're notified each and every time that I upload, post, or go live. For all my other babes, welcome in. I am going to be dropping the link. I see those eyes got it like I see the eyes. I see it all. I see it all. But listen, duty calls. Duty calls. I had to get the late breaking news story out to y'all because this will make no kind of sense. And she from the BK. Got it, Lion. You better go get your sis. Because she out here wilding out. So we're going to put all the nominees on my face as I did with the foundation. And thank you, those who have already casted your votes for best foundation. That ballot is now closed. So let me bring you the nominees for best concealer. Up first, we have the Say Slip Tint Radiant Concealer with niacinamide, which has been the buzzword all 2024. Everything has to have niacinamide. If you're a shade twin to me, I am using shade number 18. This is good for our dark circles. This is good for hydrating underneath the skin. It gives you a long wearing medium coverage, and it's very, very lightweight. It feels very natural on the skin. It looks very natural on the skin. And for those days where you don't really want to wear any makeup, this is perfect. Just spot conceal where you need to, and you can be on your way. Very solid entry from Say Beauty, I have to say. And then the next one is one that is no stranger here. I've used this several times. It's been on my favorites several times before. This is the LYS Beauty Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. Now, if you're a shade twin to me, I'm using DN3, which is caramel brown with a neutral undertone. This is also good for dark spots. It's a full coverage concealer. It's great for dark circles. It's long wearing as well. What I love about this one though is that it is ultra creamy. Kind of reminds me of the NARS a little bit in that way, but it really helps you visibly like conceal, brighten, and then also nourishing as well, because it also has some skin caring properties in this formula as well. So that's the second entry. Coming up third, we have another one that's no stranger here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Medium to Full Coverage Radiant Concealer. And with the other buzzword from 2023, hyaluronic acid. People love saying that. So this, again, great for all of the things that I said previously with the other two concealers. It also is good for normal skin, dry skin, combination skin. It gives you a medium coverage and has about 16 hours, they boast, of continuous wear. So you can use this, again, in lieu of any foundations or anything that you might want to do, just spot conceal, and you can be out the door with this one as well. And then the last contender for best concealer for 2023 is this one by MAC. This is the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear fluid correcting concealer. Now, shade twins, you are going to grab NC38 with this one. Again, this kind of reminds me of NARS too, because it's very lightweight, it's very creamy. You can get a medium to full coverage with this concealer. So again, you can spot conceal and be out the door. It's very buildable. It has a natural matte finish for those of us out there who love a natural matte finish. This is going to be your girl. I love this. You again, spot conceal, and you can be on your way or do a full conceal. You can also sculpt and contour with these. So the ways that you can use this is limitless. And I love that about this. Also, with all of these concealers, I find that they don't settle into my fine lines. Even if I forget to powder, it still shows up beautifully with all of the ones that are nominees for this year's best concealer. So again, solid entries from all of them. I enjoy every single one of them, but only one can be the winner. So babes, it's up to you to vote. At the conclusion of this live stream, I will put up all of the nominees, and you will have until tomorrow, 12 noon, to cast your votes. So thank you very much. And don't forget to stay tuned to the Bellamas Awards, which will be happening next Thursday at 9 p.m. It will be a part live stream, part recorded. I'm not sure if it's going to be all recorded or all live stream, but we'll talk about that when it comes time. But I do want to make sure that you all get your entries in. All right. Now that we've got all of that out the way, let's get on to this nonsense. Okay, unless you were under a rock and did not see all of the things that happened. Oh, I see you, Crystal. Hey, honey, thanks for coming in. Oh, my girl Beachy is here. Hey, Soror. Thank you for coming. And of course, those of you that are in the clouds. Hey, cloud cuties. How are you? All right. So let me break this down for you because I pulled up all the receipts, honey. All of it. So starting about 10 hours ago, right? Remy Ma decides she wants to get up early in the morning and expose Papoose and his new girlfriend, Clarissa, 𝕊𝕦𝕒𝕟𝕒, she's a fighter, Shields, and say that they're together and that, he's got this girl or what have you on the side. They're not divorced yet. Remy Ma and Papoose are still very much married, but I digress. Here we go with the nonsense. So she starts off by bringing to our attention that he is in this alleged relationship between world champion boxer Clarissa Shields and her husband, Papoose. She goes on to show us screenshots of conversations, and apparently, he's still living in the home that they share together with their young child, and they fell asleep on the phone together, Papoose and this young lady, Clarissa. And so she picks up the phone while Clarissa, I guess, is still talking, and then goes in on this young lady. But again, she accuses Papoose of infidelity. She claims that there were direct messages between Papoose and Shields, and that Papoose kind of denied the accusations. But we all saw how this was going on months and months and months ago. And to be honest with you all, I thought it was going to be done. I thought that, they must have patched up. Everything must be great. I didn't see, her in the news anymore. I didn't see him in the news anymore. So I really thought that this was done. However, it is not. It is not done. So she goes on and plays this whole thing out on Instagram. Remy Ma is sharing the messages that were between Papoose and Shields. Papoose had denied the allegations, but then countered with claims that Remy had been unfaithful throughout their 15-year marriage. And he also revealed that he has asked for a divorce multiple times and accused Remy of prioritizing the drama over resolving their issues privately for the sake of their young daughter, who I believe is about 6 or 7 years old now. But again, like I said, this is not the first time. As you recall, there were allegations involving a battle rapper named Easy the Block Captain that reportedly Remy was managing or supporting or what have you. And they had this whole like rap battle that Remy was a part of and hosting. And all of this kind of played out during that period of time. So again, this has been like an on again, off again thing with them. And like I said before, I really thought that it was going to die down. I really did not think that this was going to be what I would be waking up to this morning. But according to Remy Ma's post, Shields and Papoose have been talking back and forth for a long time. And Papoose, who, right now is just fed up with it all, as we all are, said that, he's finally moved on. And now she's angry because he's moved on. The unfolding feud has had us all in a tizzy all day long. I even jumped into one of my friend's live streams, and we were talking about this on her live stream. It is a mess. It is a mess. So I'm going to like show you some things that have occurred thus far. Hopefully I can find all of the Instagram posts because they were all over the place. I didn't snapshot it because, like I said, I did not think I was going to be talking about this today. And so when this came out, I was just like, okay, well, I guess we're all in it now. We're all in the group chat now. So let's talk about it. Hang on. Also, by the way, not for nothing, but in between all of this, Remy Ma's son was charged with murder. So this should be like the furthest thought from her mind. She should be focusing on her son, these accusations, and helping him get through this. But oh no, we're still going with this nonsense. All right, let me grab my phone because for some reason it's not pulling up, and I need to. Hang on, let me get this audio. Okay, the audio's back. All right. Hey, Beachy. How are you? Hang on. So while I'm pulling this up though, let me just say, when you hurt a man's feelings and basically show your behind and disrespect him, he's not going to come back to you. He's not going to come back to you. When you hurt a man's ego, that's it for you. That is it. I cannot tell you the countless times me and my girlfriends have discussed this, because once they feel like the respect is gone in the relationship and you are out here just throwing it out to whoever, they lost all respect for you. They're not going to try to get you back. It's done. It's done. Oh, I know. Vlogmas is killing me too. I hear you, girl. I hear you. It's rough out here. Okay, now you can hear me. Okay, great. All right. I'm still trying to find this because I guess they're taking it off, which they should. They should take all of this stuff off. But I feel like now we've just been inundated with so much stuff. Okay, they must have taken it off, but I'll break it down for you anyway. So basically, what the back and forth was about, Remy started it because she came on talking about, oh, Miss Shields, I guess he took your advice and now he is, keeping stuff to the side or whatever. And not before I found out that, all of this was going on behind my back. And like, how could you do this? Blah, blah, blah. I stayed down with you. I was married to you and I stayed down to you for a long time. And this is what you're going to do. Ma'am, was it not you who broke his trust first? Was it not you that was out here thotting and botting all around town with these little block huggers who have nothing to offer you? This man held you down for years, married you on the phone. Y'all had a phone marriage. And then you came out, he blessed you. He was there every single day with her for a year. For her first year, every single day he was out there. And now you're going to do this. This is how you repay him back. You come out of jail. You were supposed to be, on this black love tip. You're supposed to be the Black Martha Stewart, planning your little parties and everything. Y'all were on Love and Hip Hop. Y'all got remarried, the whole enchilada. We saw it all. And we were like, yes, come on, Black love. We got it. Great. This is fantastic. And now look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me how you're going to continue out here with this nonsense. Hey, TC, welcome in. I'm supposed to be doing my makeup. Girl, this thing had me hotter than fish grease. I'm going to tell you. You know why? I feel like she did all women a disservice with this. Did all women a disservice with this. Because first of all, we cannot play the games that men play. Men can be out here, I was just messing with her, I'm going to get right back. They can do that, right? They can do that. But we women cannot. We're held to a higher standard. And then to top it all off, you're going to do that with some block huggers. You're going to do that with somebody who's at a lesser stature than your husband. You're going to do that so the world can see how you just playing Pap to the left off the next guy. And you expect this to stand? You expect him to just, turn the other cheek? What man is going to do that? Ma'am, what man is going to do that? Let me know who he is. Because I got a bridge. I got a bridge that I'd like to share with him. Because if he's that gullible to believe all of this nonsense, then you got it, girl. You got it. But Papoose is no dummy. He's from Brooklyn. He's not going to take no nonsense. And he sat there and he was quiet. He was going out, but with his daughter and, just minding his business, trying to keep a low profile and out of the way while he was asking you for the divorce and trying to settle everything amicably. But no, you want to show your behind. You want to take it offline and put it online for the world to see. And for your husband to have to now comment. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, he showed us screenshots and everything. Like, I don't know what's wrong with my computer. It's not pulling up. But like, she was apparently at this block hugger's house one Christmas. I think it was last Christmas. And he and her all hugged up like they are a couple. And on the floor with the tree. And he said some corny comment like, I didn't put up the tree, she did. but they all hugged up like it's 1990, and it's a throwback picture with him and her all hugged up, all booed up on the floor. Meanwhile, Papoose is at home with their daughter Reminisce for Christmas. She said when he went up there, right? And y'all remember the whole thing of, it was told that Papoose had knocked this guy out. He didn't even confirm that, right? Until today. Today is the first time that we heard him say, yeah, I knocked him out. And he further went to say, it wasn't even about Remy. It was the fact that he shook his hand knowing that he's doing this stuff. And for them, a man's pride, you don't mess with a man's pride and his cojones. You don't mess with that. You don't mess with that. You don't mess with that. And for her to do that is the ultimate betrayal. Ultimate betrayal. So you have this next man like shaking his hand like everything's sweet. Meanwhile, you hugged up on boy and y'all in his house on Christmas when you're supposed to be with your young daughter and your husband, not boyfriend, your husband, you're supposed to be with him opening presents with your daughter. What you out here doing, honey? What you out here doing? This is beyond me. And I know what it is. You thought he was just going to pine for you all this time, like he pined for you when you were in jail. Honey, you out of jail now. You out of jail now. You done came home. You got your body fixed. You thinking it's all sweet. You thinking, oh, I'm going to do what I want to do. I make the money. I can do da. Not even like off the humble, because he held you down. He held your son down when you were out there, busting some girl, up out in the club, getting arrested in the first place, doing some knucklehead stuff. Then you come out and you still doing knucklehead stuff? Come on. How much of that really is a man supposed to take before he's like, you know what? Deuces, I'm done. Matter of fact, I'm surprised it took him this long. That's what I'm really shocked about. I'm shocked it took him this long. Because that man has put up with a lot from her, and held her down. And so for you to do this, no, ma'am. Let him go off in the sunset with Clarissa or whoever else makes him happy. Because clearly you forgot the one job you were supposed to do, Remy, which is hold that man down like he been holding you down. Hold that man down like he been holding you down. That was your only job. And you failed miserably. So what you want to do, y'all know the saying, another woman will. And it's crazy because they both clowning her. They are both clowning her. They're both like, lady, you up here acting all righteous and, how could he? I've been doing this and I've been doing that. Ma'am, you had multiples on the side. Multiples. This man said, I forgave you multiple times. And still you're doing this hood booger stuff. Why? Because these guys don't have nothing. As my grandmother used to say, they don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And you throw away your whole 15-year marriage for some block huggers that ain't even doing nothing. That's not even about anything. That's not going to benefit you in any way. Why? Why? Is this not the craziest thing you have ever heard in your life? I was like, honey, I cannot. I said, this whole black love thing, I'm like, y'all had me. I thought we were all in it together. I thought we was all kumbaya and whatnot. And this girl is over here thotting and botting with some next dude who is nothing. I'm gonna drop the link for y'all if y'all want to come up in a second. Let me check out what these comments are saying. Let's see. She's Shields. Yes, she can be a bit disillusional, but I doubt that they dating though. No, he already said that he's dating her. He already said he's moved on. Papoose is done. Papoose said, I'm tired of your ish. You over here acting up and wilding out, acting like you wasn't out here doing craziness. He was like, ma'am, you are a whole narcissist. He was like, you are a narcissist. This makes no sense to me. Why you out here acting like you're so put upon? How could you? I'm the long-suffering wife. No, you're not. You was out there doing you. And you mad because now he doing him. Now he is finally saying, oh, okay, two could play that game. And he out here doing what he want to do. Don't be mad. You put this on yourself. Blame you. Blame you. She's a whole narcissist. Got a line said Remy need attention, but she from Peking. No, she from the Bronx, boo. She from the Bronx. Put that over there at the Bronx. Pap is from BK. Put her over there with the Bronx. I'm like, ma'am, dude held you down when he didn't have to. He did not have to marry that woman. He did not have to hold her down the way he did. He did not have to take her kid in as his own and raise him for the time when you were out there locked up in jail. Okay? And she came home and I don't know who in her ear, what her peoples are in her ear, talking all this nonsense and bigging her up and making her, out to be, the greatest coming. And you just took that bag and said, forget it. I'm good. I don't want to do it no more. I mean, come on. Hey, Miss T with the T. Hey girl. Me and Miss T, we're gonna be doing something a little later in the new year. I can't wait. But girl, look, I was supposed to be at my little holiday party and everything. I said, this doggone Remy Ma got me up here messing around with her silly butt. And she's a whole seasoned woman. She does not need to be out here mucking around like some little teeny bopper. What are you doing, ma'am? What are you doing? Ma'am, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a second. For some reason, my internet is acting up. Okay, so let me pull it up. So Remy Ma's son, whose real name is Jason Scott, was charged with M in connection with the 2021 shooting, pow, of Darius Gillibo. Scott was charged with both first and second degree N-word, 2 counts of criminal possession of a pow, and first degree reckless endangerment. Scott and an accomplice, a man named Richard Swigard, were accused of powing Gillibo on a public street in South Jamaica, Queens on June 7th, 2021. They were arraigned on Tuesday, June 25th, 2024, and they're both held without bail. There are new details in the case that was just brought out. Like I said, she's got more things to be worried about, bigger fish to fry than what's going on right now. But I understand she might be spiraling out of control. She might just be spiraling out of control. So now Remy Ma has to, support her son, because her son, maybe, this case sounds like it is locked. It sounds like they got a lot of evidence against both of them. And so, yeah, I'm like, if I was you, I'd be focused on that instead of what's going on. Because this is crazy. This is crazy. So this happened apparently back in June, but this is her son. Like, come on, mama. This is too much. You're doing team too much right now. So not only that, but what we are hearing right now is, first of all, some old footage leaked. I have to laugh at this, of apparently Clarissa like trying to rap. And so she had put, that's the first thing that actually I saw, was that thing. And I was like, well, who's this girl and why is she trying to rap? And then everything else kind of bubbled out to the surface. So I was like, honey, you need to worry about some other things, not this. And trying to go after this young lady when you yourself was out here doing the most. You accusing him of having this messy scandal affair, but you did it months ago and apparently still doing it, because he said multiple times, and he's requested a divorce numerous times. So why are you still out here acting up? Why don't you just let this man go ahead on and get his divorce and let him live his life? Yes, hold please. Hold please. Okay. Let me see. Oh, that's TC. Hey, TC. Yes, press that button and thumbs up this video. Okay, yes. Coming from a man. See? Got It Lion said, nah, she broke his loyalty, and that trust is a big deal. So she broke his trust and his loyalty. Yeah. Nobody wants a woman that does the things that she did. Go out with some block hugger. Like, he's not even worth it. Sorry, I keep fussing with this hair. Sorry, guys. He's not even worth it. This guy that she's apparently in this relationship with. He's some rapper, ain't even got a deal, nothing. So you with him for what reason? This is crazy to me. Got a line says, for us men, it is trust and loyalty. Betrayed that and you are one and done. Yeah. And like I said, I'm just surprised that he waited this long. Like, kudos to Pat, because he put up with a lot of stuff with her. a lot of stuff. And to be like, you know what, just give me the divorce and I'll be on my way. On my way. But not just that though, like the fact that she wasn't even with them last Christmas, she was with the next dude, hugged up, like she's in a relationship with him. Like you just totally not only dissed yourself by lowering yourself to the standard, but then you're dissing your husband, you're dissing your daughter. Like, come on now. Who does that? Who does that? What kind of woman does that? On Christmas? Right. When did this making a scene in public become okay? Become okay? Listen, we're not new to this. There's been divorce and allegations of cheating for years. You know, your grandma and your grandpa lived on two sides of the road because he was out there thotting and bopping with the lady 3 houses down, and now y'all still married, but he living over there. And we ain't gotta speak, we ain't gotta, talk or nothing. Like I told y'all, my grandparents, my mother's mother and father, they were like that. They were apart for years. And when my grandmother's sister died, when her sisters passed, he came to the funeral. True story. He knocked on the window. Now I'm sitting on one side, my grandmother's sitting on the other side, and my mother, I think, is in the middle or something, but we're on both sides of the window. He doesn't go and tap on my grandmother's side. He comes and taps on my side. So I roll down the window and he goes to me, tell your grandmother I give my condolences. Like literally, my grandmother is right here where this thing is. We're sitting right next to each other. I think she heard you, Granddaddy. I think she heard you, Granddaddy. Tell her I give my condolences. And she didn't even look in his direction. She said, thank you. And kept it moving. I was like, you know what? That's some adult shade for your behind. That's some adult shade for your behind. Like she didn't even blink. She didn't even move off the rip. Like, boom. Thank you. And kept her eyes straight ahead. Boop. Pay you dust. But see, that's what happened when you fool with a Scorpio. When you fool with a Scorpio woman, that's how you get. That's exactly how you get done. Virgo women too. That's exactly how you get done. Speak for them buses that do that. Real men don't do them games. I made sure my wife knew that in day one, if you betrayed me, it's curtains. Come on. Come on. Come on. As any man would. As any man would. Like he stood her down for a lot. Like I said, he held her down for years. He went through a lot of stuff with her. A lot of stuff. And still he stayed with her. Listen, that's facts. You can't betray a man like that and expect him to still be with you. That's ludicrous. It is a disgrace. It is. And all she is doing basically is making herself look bad because we're all looking at you crazy. Like you just did this months ago. You just did the same thing months ago. He should have been left your ass. He should have been slid in somebody's DM. He should have been told you deuces and been out. Okay, I'll call you when I want to come and see my daughter, pick her up so we can go out to play or whatever. Like that's how we'll communicate with each other. Like I'll call you when it's time for me to come get her. And that's it. Other than that, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. Other than that, that's all we got to do with each other is make sure that our daughter is taken care of because she's still a minor. And then everything else you got head on. Head on. Have sex with all of them if you want to. But we're going to be divorced. I'm going to, have my visiting rights with my daughter. And we're going to split and that'd be done. And that's what he wanted to do. Oh, but no, she got to drag his good girl name through the mud because she hurt. By her own doing, by the way. By her own doing, by the way. And now, as my grandmother said, a hit dog done hollered. A hit dog done hollered. It is patience. It is patience. Some of us men have it. Yeah. 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 I have it to a point. Yeah. Like, come on. As with any guy, like a man will put up with a lot if he really loves you. But damn, when you out here bold in his face with the next dude, he got a picture of her hugged up with the next dude in front of a Christmas tree like they are a couple. When black love goes to ish. Beachy said, when a real one holds you down, it's a whole different level of respect. Oh, exactly. Exactly. Listen, when a man holding you down like that, and I told y'all on this platform many a times, it's the 3 F's. Feed him, and shut them up. That's your job. 3 things. That's all they want. And you couldn't even do that. And now you mad because the next girl got him? She know what he is. She know he's a good thing. Got a line said, y'all can have Remy when in the BX don't need her, but them Bronx women be on a nuclear level. They all like that. This is why I avoided them all my life. Listen, I was on my friend's live stream today, and they were all talking about, oh yeah, but the Bronx chicks are like this, and the Brooklyn chicks are like this, and Brooklyn chicks are like that. Listen, it don't matter where you're from. If you trifling, you just trifling. If you trifling in the Bronx, guess what? Your behind is trifling in the Bronx. And if you're trifling in Brooklyn, guess what? Your butt is trifling in Brooklyn. That's it. That's it. But when a man held you down like the way that Pap held her down, where she didn't have to think about anything. She didn't have to worry about her son. She didn't have to worry about him. And who cares if you locked up, if he getting, a little something off in the side. You've been locked up for years. You've been locked up for years, ma'am. What he's supposed to do? But when you came home, it was a whole different story. You wanted to be on this Love and Hip Hop. He was like, all right, baby, we're going to be on Love and Hip Hop. He did that for you. He didn't want to be on no Love and Hip Hop. Papoose ain't no type of dude that wanted to do all that nonsense. He wanted to be in the background. He wanted to do what he do and keep it pushing. You wanted to be out here. You wanted the limelight. You wanted to be all extra. You wanted to do all of this other stuff. And then you get mad because finally he's had enough. Finally, he's had enough. Oh, great. See, Shields being more delusional, wants to be a rapper. She needs to stick to fighting. Yeah, like I wish I could pull this thing up. If I could find it, I will pull it up, and I'll put it in my my members only or something. But yeah, they're going back and forth on Instagram about all the nonsense. She was sentenced to 6 years in prison, right? For powwowing a former friend of hers. But Pap, like I said, remained loyal to her. They got married over the phone. Like I said, they got married over the phone while Remy was incarcerated. And again, held her down. Then she's released from prison and resumes her music career. Pap is by her side. They went to Love and Hip Hop. They, did all of this stuff. Black Love. That's when the Black Love came out. And Papoose is proudly sporting his apparel and, all this stuff to support the message. Like he was all in it for her, right? He used his platform to encourage other men to build and maintain a healthy relationship with their women in their lives, like all of that. They renewed their vows back in 2015, a whole big splash because, again, she wanted that, right? She wanted the big wedding. So they did that in this big old VH1 special. I watched it. I know some of y'all watched it too. Remy had described it at the time as the best day of her life. And, she was surrounded by friends and everyone. And then they welcomed Reminisce, who they call the golden child. She was born in, I think, 2018. And, again, they were public about it. Her battles with IVF, them trying to conceive, them losing a child before getting blessed with Reminisce. He went through all of that with her. He sacrificed so much to be with her and to make sure that she was good. Right? Then here she go, 2023. Gets linked up to this Easy the Block Captain. I'm sorry, I still don't know who the heck he is or what he does. I know he's just a battle rapper, but I don't know. If y'all know him, let me know. But I'm just like, come on. They're in this battle, and the next guy who's battling Easy said, something to the effect that, you getting too close to Remy or whatever, and making allusions to the fact that they are in a relationship, Easy and Remy Ma. So then she, comes up, denies that the fight even took place, denies that Papoose hit him. She just apologizes that they couldn't get 3 full rounds from the opponents because she was like, I guess, the host of this rap battle. And saying again, no fight took place between Easy and Pap. It's lies. See y'all back here in August for the next rounds or what have you. Okay. We with you. And like I said, I didn't hear anything about this for the longest time. I was still looking for the ring, girl. I was still looking to see if you had that pretty sapphire ring on. I ain't see anything. Then, like I said, in the wee hours of this morning, here she go, exposing him for dating Clarissa Shields and insinuating that he's been cheating on her, and she, basically is pressed upon because he's having this affair. He dubbed her a narcissist and said, how can you, you have this guy like shaking my hand, and then at the next turn you sleeping with my wife. So that's what he, knocked him down for. And then Shields got into the fray by saying, how can a woman with 2 boyfriends be mad at a man that has a girlfriend? And then, Remy Ma's like, oh, well, you ain't the only one. He's got multiple girlfriends too. And then she's like, well, if he's got multiple girlfriends, then why are you tagging me? Why don't you tag them? Okay. And she's like, I'm a 1 boyfriend woman and a 1 husband woman. Sorry, but it's not it. Oh, I found the thing. Okay. Hold, please. I promise I'll get y'all up in a second. I just really wanted to get this this out. Let me see. Yes, here it is. Okay, let me share this. So he goes, this is Papoose's IG. Sad to say that at Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested a divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. Facts. I did not want to do the social media foolishness for the sake of my 6-year-old baby. 6 years old, the baby is. She has to go to school. As you can see, I remained quiet through this all. And he was quiet as a mouse through this all. But you had to go wake up the sleeping bear. And because you did that, all bets are off now. All bets are off. Yeah, TC says breaking trust is the ultimate no-no. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. True story, no lies. Grandmother forever kept it classy. Forever kept it classy. Straight ahead. Didn't even look in his direction. Thank you, though. Thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, this is Remy Ma and Papoose. So it all came out today. Yes, they need to co-parent without this mess. And he was willing to do that. He was not going to bring Shields or nobody else that he's dating or is reported dating. He wasn't bringing nobody out. When he went out in public, he brought his daughter, his young daughter. And I remember even seeing things like, oh, who is this girl? Like they had to clarify that that's actually his daughter because they thought that he was, stepping out with some lady. He was going out with his daughter. He was not even bringing Shields or nobody else that, they're claiming that he is dating to the forefront. He kept it on the low. All he wanted was a nice, quiet divorce and for them to co-parent their child in peace. And you couldn't let that be because now your ego is out here getting hurt. And now your feelings is hurt. And like I said, I believe she got the people in her ear probably, you can't give everybody access to you. You cannot give everybody access to you. And when you're, at that level, you got to keep people out your business. You got to keep people out your business. You don't tell them what's going on in your marriage or your relationship. You keep it quiet. That's between you and that person. That's it. That's it. There's no need for other people. Because you know what? When people start getting into the mix, they start putting their feelings in it. And they start pontificating about what you should do with your life and how you should move in your life. As if they have all the questions and the answers. But you have not been there day to day, day in and day out to see how this has been unfolding. None of us have. None of us have. And I was perfectly willing to be totally oblivious, blinders on, and not even bother with none of this. But you had to bring it out to Front Street. And now look at you with egg all over your face, getting chumped by not only your husband, but your husband's girlfriend. How about that? How about that? God Lion says, well, we all want peace. We want y'all to be our calm and to know that we got y'all when y'all down and out, and it should be vice versa. Everything else comes after that. Exactly. Exactly. But you want to be out here. Like I said, I totally believe that she probably got people listening and talking in her ear and trying to, tell her what she should do with her life. And instead of telling them, back off, I got this, don't worry about it, whatever, you're going to feed into it. You're going to feed into the narrative. You're going to feed into the nonsense. Whatever happened to third? Nah, girl, she needed the couch. She needed a couch when she first got out of jail. Well, even before she went to jail, because what she went to jail for, I'm like, come on, that's reindeer games. That's reindeer games. Why are you messing with this chick? So what? She took money from you. You will get that money back. Like, your life is not worth whatever amount it was that you claim she took. Because clearly she needed it more than you did, because You didn't notice it was gone till months and years later. And then you want to try to step to her in the club, and then the pows happen. And then once you get out, you still don't learn your lesson because you still out here doing the most. Doing the most. TC said, once again, another attention-seeking W. You're not wrong. God Alliance says, I always say, once a person gets a taste of fame, they will do nasty things to keep it, even betray the one they love. Nah. If that's how I gotta get ahead, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I do not want it. If that's how it's gotta, attention is the worst drug ever. Facts. Because if you are not in the right frame of mind, like once you get that so-called fame, it can take you to a whole other level, right? And if you didn't have this solid, if you don't have your mind right, you don't have your head in the game, if you don't know what you are working towards and what you're working for and what you're building together for, then when you hit that sweet spot and get that fame or whatever, it's going to all go to SHIT because you are not in the right frame of mind to receive it and to harness it and to mold it into something that can benefit you both and uplift your stature from where you are to where you're going to now be now that this has kicked off. Honey, this is a hot mess. Yes, TC got a lion. Yes. I love it. Sociopath. Yeah, she's a narcissist. So she thinks it's all about her. She thinks it's all, all Remy all day. And she even said some slick stuff like, well, it's my money. It's my money. He's tricking off with my money. Girl, get out of here. It's y'all's money. Okay? It's y'all's money. Because trust and believe, if the roles were reversed and he was out there doing his stuff, first of all, if the roles were reversed, do you think that she would have held him down the way he held her down? You think it would have went like that? Now that I'm seeing her true colors, I doubt that would have even happened. I doubt that she didn't have his back at all. In any case. Yeah, well, if you recall, when she went in, she was still young. Like she was still in, that bopping and thotting business, in the 20s, I was dipping and doing too. But then when I became seasoned and I got older, all that stuff is behind me. I had kids. I got, a whole adult life now. I got bills to pay. I don't have time to be thotting and bopping out here. I don't have time to do it. I got to build while I can build. You know what I mean? And she didn't have that mindset. And that's why I said, if you go in it and your mind is not right and your mind is not set on what the goal is and how all of this is for the goal, the ultimate goal, then you're lost. You're lost. And that's where we are now. We are lost in the storm. Well, she's lost in the storm because I think Pap has said, you know what? I want off this merry-go-round. I want off. This is crazy to me that you are out here still doing this nonsense at your old age. Still doing this. Like, why? Why would you even? But one of my friends, subscribers, she said it best. She's like, listen, if you was a thought when you went in, you was a thought when you came out, You're still fighting around when people are trying to, build and have a life, and you wanted this baby, you wanted this marriage life, and you wanted this Black love so bad, and then look at you. Fumble the bag. All she had to do was bubble that love and hip hop stuff to her Black Martha Stewart that she wanted to do. She could have been out here, doing what Tabitha does, putting her housewares and all this stuff, party planning in a box. Like, she could have did all of that. And he would have been right there with her, Black loving it, helping her make the boxes, helping her do commercials. Like, you had the lane, you had the bag. How you want to fumble the bag, girl? This is no different than when you were inside. Like, your mind, where's your mind at? Where's your mind at? And you think this next dude gonna help you? You think he gonna help you? He's not gonna help you. He in it for this. What you gonna buy him next? People are already saying that she bought him a Rolex. A Rolex? Why are you going to buy the block hugger a Rolex? Did he even know what to do with a Rolex? What? He probably going to sell that for Christmas, get his grandma some groceries. That was mean, right? That was mean. But still, I say, this is crazy. This is great. All right, I'll drop the link if y'all want to come up real quick and say a couple words. But I was like, dang. She done messed up. She done messed it all up. She had one job and she couldn't even do that one job. Shameful. Shameful. I was trying to find the one that Remy wrote on social media. But yeah, they're all just airing their dirty laundry out. Poor Papoose said, look, I just want a divorce. Poor baby said, I just want a divorce. I just want to move on. I don't even want to deal with this. I don't even want to deal with this nonsense. I just want to live my life. And then, like I said, she has bigger fish to fry because her son is charged with first-degree M. So if I were her, that's where my focus would be. And stop even trying this. So, let me see. Clarissa stepped into the mix, and Clarissa Shields, who is a boxer, said that she and Pap have been, like, I guess, talking or whatever, but this all started because Papoose had I guess been out with her, and Shields had expressed concern for Papoose because he didn't like call her or text her when he got home like he said he was going to do. So then I guess they were on the phone and they were talking on the phone, and they kind of fell asleep on the phone. Well, he fell asleep on his end. She still kept on talking. And then, like I said before, Remy got word of it. So now they're going back and forth and round and round. Then, like I said, the fallout came in the wee hours of the morning. Papoose is saying, you're the one who's married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you got home safe. So that's what the Shields allegedly messaged Papoose, saying, you're the one who's married. If you can't sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal. Let me know you got home safely. So that's what she texted to him. And then Remy Ma took that, went to Instagram, and just started blowing everything up. Then she tells him Papoose fell asleep on the phone with Clarissa Shields and then laughing, laying in my house. He refuses to leave. Ma'am, don't you mean y'all's house? Y'all's house that y'all share together with your 6-year-old daughter? Stop playing. Stop playing. Then she goes on to say, this supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary, hung up the phone as soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything. And oh, baby girl, you're not the only one. Shrug emoji. Then Remy Ma took to her Instagram stories and started talking about the boxer once more, saying that this lady, her, and that sorry publicity team been putting fake stories out on me every day to make me look bad and to make him look like God's gift. I begged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative. He kept telling me, just stay quiet. That's the best thing to do. Welp, I'm tired. Oh, he said he would never, cause you too ugly. But don't worry, I saw everything. Now the world's gonna see it too, since you so tough, boo. So again, that's Remy putting out in Instagram all this nonsense, talking about she had begged him to put out something, and now, you know, he didn't do it. So now all of a sudden she's got to then do it. Girl, I need a cocktail, because make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hey, mama, how are you? How are you feeling? Girl, Remy's too old for this nonsense. She is. She's too old. She's too old. We're doing okay. We sitting here unpacking this black love nonsense. Remy got us all in the group chat with her nonsense. Instead of sitting at home and doing what she's supposed to do. Lay up with her husband and her daughter. Like, come on. People are filling your head with too much stuff. Remy Ma is worth an estimated $4 million, which stems from a combination of record sales, reality TV appearances, and sales from her clothing line. I didn't even know she had a clothing line. But she is 44 years old and accused her husband of having this affair with a 29. Clarissa Shields is 29. So she's 29. And then she is hopping on, stirring the pot, saying how a woman with 2 boyfriends mad at a man that has a girlfriend. Child. But you too old. You cannot do this. So the Remy Ma collection, her clothing line, she launched it in 2018. I didn't even know she had one. And a portion of the proceeds benefit women and families who have been affected by incarceration. That's great. That's great. But again, you could have been doing that. You could have been doing so much, had your little party thing that you like to do, have your little Martha Stewart thing that you wanted to do. But no, you got to be out here with some damn block hugger, easy to block or whatever. Who is this dude? Who is he? I looked at a picture and Pap shared that old picture, well, the picture from last year where she hugged up with old dude in front of the Christmas tree. And I'm like, why are you gonna do that? Why are you gonna do that? Exactly. Oh, that's good. Yeah, she started this ish early this morning. I was supposed to be getting my second little rem of beauty sleep, and she over here starting this nonsense. Yes. Easy to busted teeth. Oh my God. Easy to busted teeth captain. Listen, I don't know who he is. I don't even want to know who he is. I saw enough. I have seen enough, ma'am. Ma'am, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I need you to call this what it is, your big L, Remy. Stop making yourself look even worse out here in these streets. Stop trying to get your husband back, because he's gone forever now. Because you've now embarrassed him out here in these streets. He's done with you. He's done with you. He should have been done with you a long time ago. But he's really done with you now. He's moved on. Listen, let that man do whatever the heck he need to do to move on from this. Fade to black. Take your L like a big girl. Pull up your big girl panties. Handle it. Do what you got to do. And just be done. Be done. Deuces to the whole thing. I wish you and Clarissa well on y'all next journey in life. And sorry we couldn't make it work, Pap, but I wish you nothing but the best. Be done. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Because all you are doing out here is making yourself look worse. Because we already was calling you some names. And now that it's all been confirmed, that's all we're going to be doing is calling you some names. That's it. That's it. Got a line said, funny thing is he tried to jack Papoose style too. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. But you cannot jack his swagger. Papoose been in this game for too long. For too long. He done did too much. He knows too much. He's done too much. He is a legend out here in these streets. Ain't nobody messing with Pap like that. No. No. And whenever he decide he want to get back in this rap game, it's over for y'all. It's over for a lot of y'all. He will annihilate half these dudes out here with a hot 16, and that's it. That's it. Okay? Okay? That's it. The only thing she better call, you know what she could do? You know what Remy could do? Remy could call up Jay. He not too busy right now. His lawyers is, doing their thing. So he got a little time on his hands, maybe, perhaps. And start working on your own 444 of how you can make this up to Pap. And how you sorry for all the wrongs that you did. And how you going to be a good little wife and shut your mouth, cook his dinner. And okay? And that's it. And that's it. Okay? I want you back. I want you back. I'm going to do what it takes to get you back. Okay? Write an album. And then after that, if he take you back, then y'all could collab and do your own little collab album like we all been wanting. And all will be well in the world. All will be well in the world. But if you do not stop, ma'am, trying to roll him and this young lady who ain't doing nothing but picking up the scraps from when you broke his heart, being with the block huggers, and not doing what you're supposed to do as his wife, got the whole ring and everything, and you out here spreading it wide for the next dude. Come on. Wiley said, I respect Papoose too much because he's definitely been trying to be silent. Yes. Yo, I know a Brooklyn dude when I know a Brooklyn dude. They not going to do all of that. They not about that rah, 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 rah. If he want to do some action, he going to do exactly what he did. Punch that dude and knocked him the F out. And keep it moving. He did not even tell us that when it happened, even though we all heard it. We all heard the news. We all knew that that's what happened. The people were there already said it. But still, what is a year later, 2 years later? Now Papoose is admitting that, yeah, he did do that. A year, some change later, almost 2 years later he gonna now admit it. And that's only because, like I said, he has gotten to the level of pistosity that brown girl Bella be on sometimes. You know, when I got to let, some folks know that they can't fool with me because I'm from Brooklyn. I don't take no, those days, those days. But we gonna huddle it in. We gonna keep it tight, keep it close to best, because we not out here trying to make scenes and trying to blow up spots and trying to do all the extra stuff. He ain't want to do the social media stuff. He ain't want to hash it out with nobody else but the woman that he married. Respect that dude. Respect that dude. He didn't want to hash it out with nobody else but the woman that he married. How it's supposed to be. And you can't even give him that. You can't even give him that. You can't even give him the respect of, we gonna keep this offline. We're gonna keep this between us and do what we gotta do. Again, you trying to do the most with the least. Trying to do the most with the least. Trying to do the most with the least. Exactly. All right, babes. So thank you so much. Don't forget, these are our 4 contenders for concealer. Shout out to Pap, because he been concealing Remy for the longest time. He been holding it down with concealer on her nonsense and her shenanigans for the longest time. You see how Bella's beauty and hot topics done came full circle. He done held her down like these concealers been holding me down, baby. So vote for the concealer of the year, baby. I will put it up on my community. Now, TC, now you coming up here? Hold, please. Now, TC want to come up here. Hold, please. Hey, Mama, how are you?
What's up?
How are you? I'm good.
I am great. I am great. Season's greetings.
Yes.
And season's greetings to your chat and to everybody in the replay gang.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this thing called attention.
Talk about it.
She's an attention-seeking whore.
Yes.
And she's the worst drug out there. She's worse. Mm-hmm. She's the worst drug. The worst drug.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting. It's deplorable. It is a downright disgrace that it's gotten to this point where Black women,
mm-hmm.
That's why I say kudos to your grandmother for, not even flinching, not even. That's why she said,
she didn't move a muscle.
Good for her.
Then
she kept her decorum, honey.
Exactly. Because what she will never let you do is see her sweat. That woman never. That Scorpion woman never, honey, never. I will be poised at all times. I will be composed at all times.
Exactly. And she
didn't play that, but she will let you know. She spoke softly, but we always said she spoke softly, but she carried a big stick. When it got time for her to say what she had to say,
exactly.
You be looking at yourself like, did that lady cuss me out? If she did it in the most classiest way ever, because
absolutely.
I feel like she done dressed me down, but the way she did it was so like, I gotta give her props. Like, I can't believe I got blessed out like that.
Exactly. I call it.
I didn't get that, by the way, from my grandmother. I didn't get that. I'll take that back. Let me take that back, because I can do that on work-related stuff. So I can do that on work-related stuff where I can tell you about yourself, but be, professional and classy at the same time. But on my own dime here on this here platform, you don't come correctly here on this here where I got the skills to pay the bills. Oh, we don't have a problem. Oh, Houston and Brooklyn and everywhere else, we gonna have a fucking problem. Okay? But I'm not trying, I'm peaceful. I just want to come on here and bellify everybody. I want to bellify everybody.
I want
all the nonsense, all the other stuff.
I want everyone bellified too. But here's the thing. I, it's this is just I don't I'm really not a fan of Remy Ma. I I remember her from back in the day, but you know she would they weren't my type, if you will.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
But it, but since she's ringing in the streets, if you will, I just think that it is a thing about attention,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I really am gonna ask this in 2025,
Mm-hmm.
not for anyone here, because of
Mm-hmm.
course you and many others have the maturity to understand that this is the case.
I'm
We
just going
need
to get my
we
lemonade. I'll be right back. Keep
uh
talking.
our black people go get a couch in 2025. The- I don't care what socioeconomic class you are, what educational level you are, what status that you are presently. Go get a couch. Too many people are trauma bonding, thinking that it's cute to get out here on social media and go back and forth, and all of this is just for naught. It's unnecessary. And so
Listen,
a
these
couch.
keyboard baddies out here, these
Mhm,
keyboard baddies that want to come out here and do all this nonsense, it's
mhm.
beyond me. It's beyond me. Like, come on. First of all, if you really was about it, you take it offline and deal with it one on one, straight
If
up and
you
down.
really about it, if you really about it, yeah, I mean, so right, but
Let me sip my
but
lemonade.
but a lot of folks cannot. The other piece is this: there are three types of people here in these YouTube streets. I should say, and then there are people in the gray areas. So let's just say, number one, there are people out here who they see you with things, they see you doing things. They don't want to do it and have it themselves. They just don't want you to have it.
Exactly.
It's not that they want,
Exactly.
you got
Crab in a
people,
barrel mentality. I gotta
right?
pull you down so I can get up.
Well, the thing, but this is what I'm saying, Bella. They don't even want it. They just don't want you to have it.
Mm.
You dig me? Now follow me. Okay. The other pieces, you have those people who are energy vampires. Of course, they're around you. They know that you got the light. They know that you can get whatever you want. They know that you have the ability to, to even when we are down, we still prop ourselves up, and we can
Mm-hmm.
get at that and get that emotional fortitude. They want that, so they stick to you like glue because they don't have that, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So they're energy vampires, and then there are these other ones. These are the identity snatchers. So remember back in the day, the remember the invasion of the body snatchers.
Mm-hmm.
There are those people that are in these areas that want your life,
Mm-hmm.
and then they start saying things like you. They
Mm-hmm.
start acting like you.
Mm-hmm.
And you might tell them something that went on in your life, or it went on in a situation, and then all of a sudden you hear them somewhere mimicking the same story.
Yes.
Really,
Yes.
really,
Yes.
that's what we doing.
Yeah.
So be
Yeah.
mindful. They are those they call this identity theft at its best. Spiritual identity theft. Because there's those people who want, then they start talking like in these YouTube streets, you might say in New York, we say that new to this, true to this, then all of a sudden you have people saying it, and they won't even give you a little bit of respect to say, "Hey, I got that from Brown Girl Bella. Hold, please." They won't even give you the respect of
Girl.
saying, all right, hey, somebody, not the, hey, I gotta take my girl TC so and so and so, such and such and such. won't even give you the respect. They
Nope.
are
Nope.
invasion of the body snatchers.
Nope.
And then everybody in between, of course, the drinkers, the drunks, the dope, okay, those people that self-medicate and drink and dope at this all at the same time. Um,
That
all
part.
of them, and then those that trauma bond, the
Ugh.
antagonists, the protagonists,
Mm-hmm.
and on and on. And then those that are just jealous because you have an education and they don't. And then there's the entitlement, the entitled people who think that they should have because and you should and you should not.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
um
mean, you have to deal with so much. And think
so
about it,
much.
CC, even in your private life, as you're going to work, as you're, with your families, like we go through as women so much on a daily basis. It's like when you finally have a partner that you can like unwind with and be with and what have you, like you want to keep that nucleus sacred. You want to keep that nucleus to yourself. You don't want to, spoil it by sharing it with everybody, you know, and maybe that's how I grew up. Maybe that's how, I learned to deal with relationships. Like, you want to keep that between you and him. Like, if we beefing, we beefing. It ain't got
There
nothing to
you
do
go.
with you or nobody else. But when you start bringing other people into the fold, when you start saying, oh, well, such and such told me this, or such and such said I should do that, I'm like, well, are you sleeping with such and such?
That part.
Because the
Right.
last time I looked around, there was nobody else in this relationship except you and I.
You and
But now
I.
you want to bring your mama, your sister, your daddy, your cousins, your friends, partner, all that into it too. Now all of them got something to say about me. And remember, y'all, when you are telling people these things about your partner, you're only sharing one tiny part of a whole relationship. One tiny part of a whole lifetime or however long you've been with that partner. So as you're going through and spouting all this stuff, remember, these people that heard you talk about this person like a dog. So now when y'all back good and y'all together and y'all, everything is rosy again, guess what they're gonna be doing?
Everybody get the side eye and they talking.
No talking.
Yeah.
Then they telling your business. Then they
Okay.
saying, oh, well, y'all was broke up. Yeah, said that.
Right. Hmm.
There you go. There you
There
go.
you go. You're
There you go.
absolutely right.
What's that rapper? Gosh, this is why I don't listen to like new school rap. I like my old school peoples. What's a child name? Cash Doll. Cash Doll. Rapper, Detroit. She's trying to hand it acting now. Blah blah blah. Whatever. Anyway, got two beautiful babies. Just had a little baby girl. Think earlier this year. Anywho, same thing. Her and her baby's father, they're in a relationship, and she
Hmm.
talked to her best friend about the relationship. Blah 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 blah. What happened? He
Hmm.
slide off and slide up in her girlfriend's DMs. Had a relationship with that one
Right. Right.
because
Right.
while Cash Doll is telling her business to this girl, this snake ass was going and sleeping with her man.
What?
Right. Right.
Ooh.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So you the dummy because you telling, all your business. And you know what? I can't even call her dumb because if she thought that that was her best friend, maybe she wanted to let off steam to her best friend, her good
Hmm.
friend, or what have you.
Hmm.
But girl,
Mm.
Girl, we are beyond the age where we sit up in the phone and be like, girl, you know my business. We're beyond those days. We're beyond those days.
Right.
Oh, seasoned woman. If I can't handle my business with my man by myself, I don't deserve to have one. How about that?
Exactly.
If you as a woman, Remy Ma, can't handle your business with your man and do what you need to do to keep y'all's black love going and flowing, then we are not blaming him. We blaming you.
Okay.
We blaming you.
Ain't that something? You're right. You're absolutely right.
And you got nobody to blame but you. Don't blame Miss Shields. Miss Shields ain't got nothing to do with it. Because guess what? If it wasn't a Miss Shields, it'd have been a Miss somebody.
Exactly.
Miss somebody. Because at the end of the day, you were not doing what you needed to do. You thought that you could have your cake and eat it too. Because, oh, you're the breadwinner. Everybody knows Remy's a star. Remy's a star. Remy's out here doing it. But remember, he chose to be in the background so you could be up front. He chose to rock the back so you could be up front and shine.
Wow. Okay.
Real dudes do that. If
That's right. A real man.
Rock the background. He don't
That's
care
right.
about being in the limelight. He don't care about being on no social media.
That's right.
I don't give two F's about this platform. This is mine. He don't care about this.
Thank you.
And don't want to care about this. He don't want to be
not at all.
On this. Yeah, he don't want to be on this. He don't want, oh, let me show you that. No, he don't want to be all that. And I give him all the applause and praise for that.
Exactly.
He would rather be rocking the background. That's how Pap is.
A real man, that's what real men do, though. That's what a real man does.
Or if you are in a relationship, and your partners of the same sex, if that person wants to do X, you support them with that X.
There you go.
But that X don't have nothing to do with you if you don't want it to. If you don't want to be bothered with it, you don't want to be, doing that, then that's fine. But then support that person that is doing it. But that's what you did, dummy Remy, is you thought that you was bigger than everybody.
Right.
Bigger than your husband, that you were bigger than this, marriage that y'all built. It's all about you, and you made it all about you. And then
so how can,
what Remy wants instead of
so how can you be bigger than the marriage? How that work?
Because all you're doing is sitting up here and letting these people talk in your ear.
See there?
Yeah, you should do this special. Or yeah, you should get your body together. Remember when she came home, she was overweight. I guess prison does that to people.
Yeah.
She was a little overweight. She was feeling self-conscious because, all the young chicks, they wearing the little skimpy things and showing they, bellies or whatever. And she couldn't do all of that. So she went, she got her body done. She got her body fixed. All right, that's what you want to do. Fine. So she went and did that. And now she thinks that she is Miss Thing, Miss It. Come on.
In competition, here we go. In competition with them.
Exactly. You're not. You're not in a relationship with you are a whole married woman with a whole baby.
Right.
Stop trying to be who you are not. You cannot chase the glory days of old when you were locked up and try to, get that back. Those days are gone. Say goodbye. Where you are now is in a marriage with a man who loves you, who loves the baby that y'all brought in, who loves the family that y'all built together with your blended family, your blended children, who honors you and who lifts you up and says to the world, this is my lady. This is who I chose to be with. Look at her shine. Look at her do this. And what you choose to do with that is to make this man look crazy for giving you the platform in the first place?
Let's see. Oh boy.
Whatever. And then y'all gonna start calling Clarissa Shields because she want to be in a relationship with him. Y'all calling her a pick me. She ain't a pick me. She ain't a pick me.
No.
All she did was say that she was open and available to a man that said, you know what? My wife don't want me no more. I'm trying to get a divorce and I'm trying to rock with whoever want to rock with me. You down?
And thank you. It is okay.
And it is what it is. At the end of the
That's
day,
right.
it is what it is.
Tell Pap we'll do for the love of Pap in these YouTube streets, and she could be one of the. She could be one of.
Listen, I'll be glad to host that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you will be the and then she could be one of the contestants. I'll be
Pap.
I'll be the co-host. You know what I'm saying?
I'll help you out.
Boo boo. And then and it is what right because he's. Listen, because we need to find the good people to get with the good people, and people who are serious to be with the people who are serious. What's it called? Evenly yoked or something like that. We need to people who are yoked evenly get together because these folk out here who are they still got trauma on it and blood on there and all kind of stuff. They got to go.
Got a line said, for the love of Pap, I can't laugh at my ass off.
For the love of Pap. Listen, you don't know. You don't think I wouldn't. You don't think we wouldn't do that over here in the at browngirlbella? You better.
Browngirlbella will definitely do it. Come on,
Okay.
Pap. Come on, Pap. Brooklyn all day. Let's go. I'll find you.
That's right, Brooklyn.
Woman who want nothing more than to cook for you and feed you and let you watch the sports if you want to watch the sports. Here, baby, here's control. Go for it. Do it. Do your thing.
We got you, boo.
Beer or whatever you want to drink. You want your lemonade, baby? I'll bring it for you. How much ice you need?
Exactly.
Be willing to cater for her man.
Got a whole man cave downstairs.
Right. He's holding her down.
Yeah. Look.
He's holding her down since when she got locked up. And this is how you show your appreciation?
So you mean to tell me this guy was with this lady all through the time that she was in jail?
No. So what happened was she butthurt because when she came out of jail and they started building or whatever, then she started, getting some notoriety. She started getting like hosting gigs. I remember her and Fat Joe, they were hosting Williams for a little bit. Like she was, getting some buzz and getting some play. She had put together some kind of like rap battle underground thing that she was hosting. And this rapper was one of the contestants or whatever. And so he was rapping against this other dude. And the other dude was like, well, why are you so close to Remy's, to Remy Ma? Remy Ma is married to Pat. Like, how you gonna do that? And was like battling, that was his battle. And basically dissed him for trying to get with a married woman. And so Pat had found out about it or whatever, and he was going like shaking man's hand, and Pat knocked him out. And so that ended the game or the contest or whatever it was. And then Remy put out like this statement saying, oh, there was no fight, there was nothing happening, nobody did nothing, da, 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 da. When people were already, saying, because they all saw the battle because it was televised, but it was like underground recordings, like one of those, newbie Tubi things, whatever, those pop-up networks. Anyway, it was on that. And people, who were there live said that they saw it. This is what happened, da, 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 da. But Pap never said anything. Remy was trying to cover it up. And so for almost a year, we didn't know anything, nothing. And like I
Okay.
said, even to this year, like I was like, oh, every now and then I start thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if, they ever got that resolved and, maybe they got back together. Maybe, Black love is on and popping again. Like, maybe they resolved it. And then this morning, I wake up to find Miss Remy on a whole tirade because Pat, who after all of that, and like I said, last year she hugged up with this dude and taking pictures in front of Christmas trees with him while her baby, is spending Christmas with her dad back at the house. Like, you out here wilding out with some random. So Pat was like, I'm done. And, like I said, even last year, like whenever we would see Pap out, it would be with his daughter, who's like in her 20s. So at first, because it was rare for Pap to be out somewhere, one, without Remy,
Mm-hmm.
and then two, they didn't know that that was his daughter. So if they're just looking at it from appearances, it looks like he's stepping out with some young woman. So he had to clear that up. Like, no, this is my daughter. I'm out here with my daughter. So we were like,
Okay.
oh, okay. But still, we like, well, where's Remy? What's going on with you and Remy? But again, nobody said nothing. So we all kept it on the low. And then this morning, when Miss Remy decides, you know what, I'm going to have a fit because, oh boy, doing like we did in high school and talking, sweet nothings to her. And they fell asleep on the phone. He falls asleep and left the phone open. And so old girl picks up the phone and Remy's like, who this? And so the girl hung up. And then while the phone was still open, she goes and she starts scrolling through stuff. And that's when she saw all this stuff. And that's why in the wee hours of the morning, those of us with like cell phone devices started buzzing and stuff going off because people started talking because she started airing out the dirty laundry. And so we were like, all this laundry right here. I said, oh. So clearly, we in this group chat. We're all in this together. Okay. So when you gonna get old boy the divorce that he wants? Because it's clear you don't want him.
Right.
Because you should have been doing this way before it even got to an old girl. That's on you. You should have been nabbed him up. I'm sorry, boo. It's a slip. I ain't gonna never do that again. I done lost my mind.
Right.
What can I do? Let me rub your feet. Let me cook you some meals. Let me whatever. And however you got to do it to make it right. Because you clearly done lost your mind. Let me go and sit on somebody's couch because clearly I done messed up. I done lost my mind. There's no way I would ever cheat on my Papoose. This is black love.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I must be going through something. Let me sit on a couch.
She didn't seal that. She didn't seal that. She didn't seal that deal. What the heck is she thinking about? Is she okay?
But still, you gotta give her the moxie though, because it take a hell of a lot of balls to now try to throw this man under the bus when you was doing the cheating.
Ooh, words. Stop it.
Hey, Ray Sunshine.
Hey, Ray.
You gotta have some kind of cojones on you, Mamacita, to then tell him, listen, how dare you? And I've been holding you down. I'm like, you got the roles reversed, sis. You got the roles really messed up. Because there's no way in the world you should be fixing your lips to say anything to this man after the hell you put him through. After the hell that man went through with you, you got the nerve, the audacity to come and try to roll him under the bus because he finally said enough is enough and went on and wanted to date somebody else, wanted to see somebody else. So his royal oats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now she's saying, oh, while I was locked up, he was cheating. And good for him. Because I was wondering how the hell you did that for as long as you did. and ain't
Okay.
getting no, because they didn't have no conjugal visits. They couldn't even really touch when they got married. They got married over the phone. And they couldn't touch. They didn't have no sex.
Wow.
So what? So what? I got locked up for some foolishness that I should not have been doing. Some knucklehead, dumb-ish, some chicken head-ish. And so, okay, my husband, need a little something, something. Listen, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
Right, right.
I ain't mad at you.
Right.
Come on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Dream. Good
Oh,
grief is right, Ray of Sunshine. Good grief is right. I'm like, you got the nerve to fix your mouth to say that.
and that's another, and that's a, you know what? I haven't put a name or diagnosis to that yet. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. I haven't found it yet. Not that I'm, but for those people who do wrong and then come back and want to blame other people for they blame somebody else for doing wrong that didn't, but then they're the ones who did wrong.
She's a whole Papoose said it best. She is a whole narcissist. She thinks the world revolves around her. And
Around
again,
her.
when you got hangers on, when you are the star of the house and people are in your ear, people are saying all this stuff, then yeah, you think it is all about you. She even said, "Oh, excuse me, he's up in my house." Girl, watch yourself. Look at
Right.
yourself.
Okay.
Your house, stop it. Because I promise you, if that man had wanted to get a deal or wanted to be out here and doing, be the star of the show, he could do it. He could do it easily. You know how many people want Pap to like rap or do something in the industry, and he's like, "Nah, I'm supporting Remy right now. I'm backing her right now. It'll be my time later." He held his light down so he can bring her light up. And then
See,
she gonna do this nonsense.
boy, yeah.
Trifling. Chicken head behavior.
That's true.
Chicken head behavior. So you want to be a chicken head, eat this feed.
Ooh, okay.
Eat this feed. And take this nice L that the new girlfriend and your husband gave you.
Well, here's the thing.
Take that L and go sit down somewhere.
They won't take an L, or they won't they won't admit to it. You understand?
No. She will battle this down to the ends instead of saying, "You know what? I was wrong. Let me do better. Let me get better. Let me be better." Not even for him, because I think he's done with her. I think that's a lost case. But at least for your daughter, for the sake of your daughter, and for the sake of you guys co-parenting, you need to evaluate what you've been doing and get to the mindset of, why did I do it? And most importantly, how do I move on from this? Because it can't sustain itself, you trying to beat up on Pat when you don't have a leg to stand on.
Right.
You don't have a leg to stand on. He's already said multiple times, "I've asked this woman for a divorce. Multiple times this woman has cheated on me. And multiple times I gave her, not a pass, but he let it go for the sake of their child and their family." And he's like, "No more. Now I want to do me. Now I want more. I want better for myself than what I have now with you." I'm not mad at him. Go ahead, Papoose. Cheers to you with my lemonade. Ew.
Okay. Wow. Well,
Straight like that.
okay.
Straight like that. What else you got to say, Miss TC.
That's it. That's about it. I'm also just gonna say that there's a lot of sociopaths.
Mhm.
They feel no remorse for what they do to others. They
Mhm.
just do, and
Mhm.
that's why it's, Pap. If we're trying to find you, someone that's in your tribe of your
Mhm.
elk, evenly yoked with you, the only way
Mhm.
you're gonna get brown girl Bella is your girl. Okay, so I'm gonna be looking
I'll
for. I'm
host
a
it. I'll host it, Pat. Come on over. Come on over.
listen.
We'll find you somebody good. We'll find you
And
somebody.
only thing we have to do is go home, right, B? And
Go home to
and say,
find you a
where's
nice Brooklyn girl to settle down. She's gonna make you some nice food, get you nice and fat and
mm-hmm.
happy, and you gonna be good to go. You're gonna be good money, as we say.
No doubt, no
You're gonna be
doubt.
good money. She gonna
Because
hold
the only
you
thing I have to do is go back to the neighborhood, and
exactly.
they'll be like,
Next year he gonna be
"Yo,
like Remy who?
tch,
You talking about my daughter Remy? That's the only Remy I
mm,
remember.
Remy Martin." That's about it.
Nobody else. Okay? You talking about my daughter? That's the only one I know.
Okay, that's it.
Forget her. And the whole
Mm-mm.
going on.
Wow, yeah. But anyway, okay.
But yes,
Where's
I digress.
Where's
But
Dream?
oh, you ain't hear her having a whole fit? She right here on my lap. She was up here having a whole fit because I was talking to y'all and wasn't paying her any attention. She was over
That's
here acting up. Acting up. So I
how
brought
long does she? How
her.
long does she give you before she starts acting up? Is it like 45 minutes?
Oh, not even 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Because
Come on
she like
now.
the one that got to be the center of attention. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes, you. You. Yes, I'm looking at you. She gonna look all in my eyes like, I love you. I love you. Yeah. Bad butt.
Wow.
Bad butt. Bad butt. You gotta go to sleep. Mommy over here talking.
There's a YouTuber, but it's really a two dogs, and they have a channel,
Oh, I
and
thought I should give Dream her own channel.
Dream needs her own channel. But I'm telling you, it is comical. They're funny,
Mm-hmm.
and these are two brothers. Like they're two.
Oh,
They're like
I think I know who you're talking about. They're Maltesers too, right? Are they two
uh,
Maltesers?
they look like bulldogs to me, but
Oh, okay, maybe another one. Because there are two Maltesers, and I think they're both boys, they're brothers, and they have a show too.
girl,
They
they
lost her for a
fight.
little bit, but she likes people. She likes watching people on TV.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But these two, one was in timeout, and then the other one, yeah, one was in timeout. So the lady was like, "Okay, now your brother is in timeout. That gives you at least another 10 minutes to, you can go and be at peace."
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "But if you open up the thing, don't let your brother out, okay?"
Uh-huh.
So she goes wherever, but the camera's still there. And
Mm-hmm.
so the dog opens up the cage, the little kennel thing,
Mm-hmm.
and lets his brother out, and then they start fighting again.
Yeah. They are smart. Dogs are very, very smart. They are very, very smart. And this
Oh,
one here knows when mommy is mad at her, she'll
oh,
go and
really?
she'll run. Yeah, she'll run away when she knows that I'm mad with her. She'll go and she'll run.
It's interesting how they know when they're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They
She'll go right into
they
her
even
cage.
they even kind of like a surrender. Like you say, "Did you do so and so?" And then their eyes, and then
Mm-hmm.
they'll turn up on their stomach or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I surrender. You
Her
got me.
tail will be between her legs, like she's sad, and
Yes.
she'll hold her head down,
What?
and she'll go right into her cage and sit there.
Right.
But
Now,
I'll
how
be on
come they can
timeout.
do it
I'll
and
be on
people and regular folk can't do that?
timeout. Mm-hmm.
How come
Right. You
people
teach young
can't do
people
it?
how to do that, how to be on timeout, right, Dream?
Uh-oh.
Right. She said, but when I get out of the timeout, I'll do the same thing over again because I'm cute. Mommy let me get away with stuff. Yeah. I got her for her birthday. I got her a whole like bath set. So she's got a new bathtub. She's got grooming stuff, Oh, she's set.
Oh, okay.
She's set. So we're gonna film that this weekend for Bellamas because we gotta get ready to go. Bye bye. I'm going on my first plane ride.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna go on our first plane ride, right, Tree? Just mommy and me.
Oh,
Our first
oh.
time together. Mm-hmm. Got a line said, peace out, Bella. I gotta go finalize this album release, but it was a great stream. Send you a link for a quick listen later. Oh, yay! Peace out, chat. Thank you, Got It Lion. Good luck
Yes,
on your
got it, lion.
album. Break a leg. I know you're gonna do fabulous.
Oh,
Um,
okay, okay.
yeah.
Good. All
All
right,
right,
got it,
you
lion.
guys. So don't forget, y'all. I'm gonna post the nominees for Best Concealer tonight. I'll post it up on my community tab, and you'll have until tomorrow to vote for your favorites. And the next category will be up tomorrow. But
Right.
take a look at the first part of this live stream to find out about the nominees and why I put them as a nominee.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He's got an album release coming. Woo-hoo.
Okay. Congratulations, Guided Lion.
Yes. Hopefully I'll get some music to play on the channel.
Oh, that exactly. Okay. Okay.
So
Do your thing, brother. Do your thing. Good.
yes. So proud of him. All right, guys. So I'm gonna head on out.
Okay.
And I have to say, I'm very proud of myself, guys. You know why?
Well,
I have made a serious dent in cleaning this beauty room. I got inspired and I just started cleaning and organizing and throwing out old makeup and giving away a bunch of stuff. I was gonna do like a big giveaway here, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be bothered because then, you gotta not say the G word, because then people will start, spamming you and asking you for money, saying they're me. It's just too much, too much, too much.
okay.
So
Right.
we'll get it together for next year. I always have stuff. Yeah, I was gonna do it, Ray of Sunshine, but I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. People just lose their minds and they start, trolling you guys and saying it's me and asking you, for your address and personal information. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I got to figure out how to do it on a QT so that they don't start doing all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too much to try to figure out today, guys. I'm like swimming with just trying to get Bellamas out on time. But
Right.
In any case, don't worry. I've got plenty of stuff. I always get plenty of stuff and sock away stuff for you guys. So don't worry. I'm not doing a giveaway this year. I'll definitely do one in 2025 and it'll be even bigger. It'll be even bigger. And I'll know how to do it so that they don't bother us.
There you go. There you go.
Right. I'll learn from the greats who have already, try to do it well. But I was talking to, somebody else that wanted to do one, and she's like, yeah, as soon as you say that word, like I'm even like, sorry, I said it now because they might start spamming, but not this year. It'll be next year. So what I decided to do was just bring like all the samples and things that I didn't get to try and put on air for you all. I'm just going to bring it to my next chapter meeting and give it away there. Our undergrads will be there, and those undergrads never have any kind of like beauty stuff, so they'll love that kind of stuff. So I'll give it to the undergrads. So it'll go to good use. It'll go to good use. They'll love it. Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe we could do something. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, hit me on the side. I'm always getting stuff. So if you have, some people, because I know we wanted to do something too at the top of the year, HBCU related. So I'll,
Right.
start squaring away some stuff for that too. So,
Okay.
We can give them something too.
Because I wanted you to do the males.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I could do
You know,
that.
and it's easy to get guy stuff, you know, or
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't get a lot of PR for guys, obviously, but I can pull some stuff together that's unisex. Like I have fragrances that's unisex. I have like shampoos that are unisex,
yeah,
conditioners.
yeah.
Mhm.
See that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
very good. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll work it out. We'll put some stuff together because we have our big HBCU tour that we do every year, my chapter. So I want to try to put some stuff together for them as well and get
Okay.
Brown Girlbella out there more to the younger set. So I'm going to be doing some stuff for them too, because they're going to be away for that whole week of Easter break visiting schools. So I wanted to get them like toiletries and things so they can have, everything
Hmm.
that they'll need.
And you know, when we do what we're doing, we can use that moment to advertise
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
you want. If you want, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
I
mean, we'll
mean,
probably be on the way by then because they have their first like informational meeting next week.
okay. So they ready to
Yeah,
rock
so
and roll.
we're already starting. So they have their first
Oof,
workshop next week,
dag on.
which is like, the informational tells them all the stuff that they need to know to get ready for the week, the colleges they're going to, like they give them an overview of everything next
Exactly.
week and the parents too.
Exactly. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
you know, I will say the shout out to um, V POTUS, Kamala Harris, because one of the things that I learned at the White House Initiative
Mhm.
is that she was very instrumental in making sure that a lot of our HBCUs receive money in
Mhm.
reference to the AI, in reference to they're utilizing, of course, United States Space Force. So, you know, a lot of people don't know that we have another part of the
Branch
military.
of the military,
Military.
yeah. Mhm.
And of course the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, y'all. We
Mhm.
know that. We also know about the Coast Guards and
Yeah.
the maritime. We know about all of that in the Air National Guard, whatever. But there's the United States Space Force,
Mhm.
and that's very interesting. Okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
it's under of course, under the United States Air Force.
Right.
And a lot of course, a lot of research, a lot of money, a lot of technology was placed into that, and it I've met a lot of contractors, a lot of folks who have contracts, and a lot of the schools that were given endowments
Mhm.
to be on the precipice of the initial side of research for the United States Space Force.
Mhm.
So, you know, they are planning to find a habitat outside of the earth, you know,
Mhm.
to, you know, in the other worlds, realms, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And we will probably be the ones to help find it,
Right.
as we leave those many people behind. But I just wanted to say, V POTUS, thank you. Because people were talking about the Mexican border and what you didn't do, but what they didn't know
Was the things that you
was
did.
that you were thinking bigger,
Mhm. Right.
and then that little minutia of
Mhm.
trifling. Come on, who we're gonna build a wall to
And
separate?
make them
No,
pay for the wall.
right, and we still
Like
have all of
they're dumb. Like they're dumb.
right,
They're gonna listen to us make them pay for a wall that they didn't ask to build
and it really hold
to
out,
keep them
and
out.
right, and it's gonna keep them out. Right, it's really gonna keep them out, and then not to mention all the while we still have Canada north of us that have folks coming in all the time. But I mean, I digress. I digress. So he's so smart,
Yeah,
interesting, so
in
smart,
4 years. That's all I gotta say.
so smart. Yeah,
And that's
they
one
got no,
that I am definitely out of.
they got
Wake
him.
me
God
up
bless
in
him.
2028.
How about that? But I just wanted to say thank you to V POTUS for that. And
Yes.
you know, I will say this AI thing is taking on a whole nother life. So for those of these people who are in these social media spaces and they're acting a whole donkey and a half, when your children or grandchildren decide to run for office, when your children and grandchildren decide to go to college, when your children and grandchildren decide to go into the military and get specialized clearances, they won't. Why? Because recruitment and talent, they call it talent, so those people are looking into not only who you are, the candidate or the applicant,
Right.
they're finding and they're searching who your mama and your daddy were and your so if they find out your mama was up on YouTube acting a whole donkey, fighting
Remy.
people.
Remy.
Mm,
Acting a
you
whole
you
complete donkey, Remy.
a whole donkey.
Loud
You
and
have
wrong. Wait, what's her catchphrase? Are you dumb? I guess she's dumb.
are you dumb?
She's
You have
dumb.
now
Are
compromised
you dumb?
your entire legacy.
Exactly.
You don't have one. You don't have one anymore. So the bottom line is,
Yeah.
y'all, when we get out here and we have our virtual fingerprints and our digital fingerprints out here, please be mindful at all times that
Mhm.
this is forever.
Yeah. Even
I,
if you take it down, it still lives on.
it still lives on. And
It
and
still
and
lives.
and who am I? Perfection is reserved for God. I am
Yeah.
not saying that we're perfect. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. No way, no way, no way, no how. I
Yeah.
am saying
Any
that
stretch of the imagination.
right,
But I
but
purposely don't try to hurt people. I
right.
purposely don't try to,
There you
um,
go.
you know, move somebody else behind so I can get ahead. Like,
Right,
that's just not my character. I want everybody to win, and I mean that. I want
right.
everybody to win. There can only be one brown girl Bella, but there can
One.
only be one TC and
Amen.
only one ray of sunshine.
There
And
you
all
go.
my other babes out there, there's only one of you. Okay.
One.
So
Right,
I'm not trying to do what TC does or what Ray of Sunshine does or what anybody else does. And what frustrates me, what frustrates me is that, to allude to what you said before, when people are like using your phrases or using things that you say or
mm,
mimicking your persona and
hmm
your like I was even in somebody's live stream and they knew I was in their live stream and they broke out a fan and was like fanning themselves. I'd never seen this person use a fan ever in their live stream. Now
See,
all of a sudden you want to be fanning yourself and doing all this. I'm like, come on. Do your lane. Nobody else can do you the way you do you.
there
Nobody
you
else
go.
can do me like I do me. I'm flattered that you want to, imitate me. I'm flattered, but
Hmm
game. At least give me enough respect to be like, okay, shout out to my brown girl Bella. She say,
There
hey,
you go.
or whatever. Don't use it and co-opt it like that's your stuff. Like that's how you do it. And trust me, I've been into a bigger room where this woman has millions of followers and hundreds come to her live. Hundreds
Hmm
come to her live. And she did that. And I was like,
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
so that's the
Mm.
game we're playing. That's what we're doing.
Hmm
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Game peak game. So I see you now. I see what you're doing. So you in here watch me on the low. And thank you, honey, for watching. Give me that view. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Hold please while I print. Thank you.
Right.
I appreciate it.
And intellectual property is
Okay.
in certain things. That's why this whole AI, the movements, authentication, all of that,
Right.
because it's
I got
getting
a line. I got a whole song called "Hold Please."
okay.
Come try it if you want to.
Old
With me on the
paperwork.
track saying it.
See, in that part, in that part. Mhm. Yeah, documentation be conversation. Because I my sayings and some other stuff, listen, you be surprised. Yeah, yeah.
And like I said,
Okay.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. Get my saying out there to as many people as you can, because hundreds don't come to my lives. Hundreds come to yours. Hundreds don't come to my life yet, but they will,
Hmm.
and they will. But at least give me the credit. You know who said it. You know you got it from me. You know you were watching. I
Right.
know you were watching. At least say shout out to Brown Girl Bella. That's her line. She always says hold please or whatever, however you want to remix it and say it. But give credit where credit is
But
due.
it's due. Thank you.
But
See, we gonna learn.
nah, I'm just a lonely girl with a little live stream sometimes and a little, some videos or what have you. That's all. That's all. Just a little
We
of
gonna
me.
learn. What's that
A little
song?
of
You
me.
must learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, my grandmother say, if you don't learn, you must feel it. They gonna
Mm,
they gonna feel it. Watch. Watch. I can show you better than I can tell you. I can show you better than I can tell you. Because trust and
okay.
believe. Okay, when all others may have fallen to the wayside and fell back and decided, you know what, I ain't gonna do this platform no more. I'm not gonna be bothered with it, whatever, whatever. I'm still gonna ride till the wheels fall off because I got a goal. Okay, I got a goal for that little angel over my shoulder. Okay, I told her mommy's gonna get a plaque, and by God, mommy gonna get that plaque.
Okay.
I don't let her down. I don't let my promises down. For this one over
Mm,
here, I ride.
all
Okay,
right.
about
All
Brooklyn,
right.
I ride, and I said what I said, and you don't like it, lump it. What you gonna do?
Can't do anything. They just gotta do you. That's all. You gonna do you.
Hold please.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's right.
And what? And
And
what?
what?
Trust and believe, honey. Before my eyes close forever, y'all gonna know Brown Girl Bella was here.
All right. There it is.
Okay?
There you go.
And that's all I got to say about that. But let me tell you something. Dream said, y'all better stop playing with my mama before I lick your ankles. Y'all gonna stop playing in my mama face before I lick your ankles. Tell him
Okay.
on the camera,
Gangster.
Dream. Tell him,
I
Dream.
see you.
Tell her that I'll lick
Woo-wee.
your ankles.
Hey,
Don't tell my
Dream.
mama I'll lick your ankles. Tell him, baby.
What's up, Niecy?
That's right. That's right. Lick
That's
their
our little Niecy.
lick their ankles. That's what they
Okay.
deserve.
That's
Yup.
right.
Yup. Yup. Say, I ain't gonna bite you because you ain't worth me biting. I just gonna
Mm-mm.
lick your ankles.
So you're not worth the meal. You just
Okay? Okay? Shoot. I'd rather eat my kibble and my treats.
oh, she ready for her treat?
She ain't getting no treat. It's 11 o'clock at night. Going to bed. I took her to
Gotcha.
the bed. She weighed 5 pounds and 4 ounces. I was like, 4 ounces? I was like, that's all them treats you've been getting over the
Ooh.
time. So I'm like, it's okay. We'll work it out. We'll work it out in the springtime when mommy take you outside and we start walking again. It's cold now, so we ain't walking.
Yeah, it's cold, and the ground is cold too. So
Ground is cold, yeah. And Miss Priss don't like to go outside and do her business. I will walk her literally. Okay, I'm gonna get off soon. But I do want to say this one thing. So I can literally walk her for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. She won't do nothing. Maybe she will let a little tinkle out for pee. That's it. Soon as we get back and she's upstairs and she gets in her like room and the cage is there with her wee pass, she'll go. She will
Oh,
not,
wow.
she will not go outside in the street. She refuses to go outside in the street. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you know what, ma'am, since we doing all of that, how about you stay inside, and then in the springtime we'll go outside and hang out. Cause I'm not out here freezing my patooties off and you ain't even doing nothing. How are we living like that? How's that
Mm,
life? I need to be comfortable too, ma'am. I'm not gonna be out here freezing and you just sitting here sniffing leaves and want to play around with grass while I'm freezing and not go to the bathroom like you're supposed to. So I don't know what we're gonna do when we go on vacation, because I'm like, she don't go nowhere but on her weeby pad.
exactly.
So I got her, I don't know if you saw it yet, but I got her a playpen. So that's where she's gonna sleep. And there's enough room where, you know, she wants to go to the bathroom, she can go to the bathroom on one side and then sleep on the other side. So
Okay.
hopefully that'll help. Because I don't want her to be in the way, you know, of everybody else, you know, having a good time and stuff. So hopefully that'll work. But yeah,
All
Miss
right. Well,
Thing.
listen, I'm gonna let you go because it's been a little minutes,
Yes. Let me get
and
again. I keep saying I'm leaving and then I am talking again. So yes, let's go. Let's go. Dream it'll be okay. Are there doggy depends? Yeah, there are doggy pampers, but I don't feed her. I'm not supposed to feed her 4 hours before we get on the plane. So she has enough time to, if she has to go before we get on the plane. And then
yeah.
when we get to the airport, she can go again before we get on the flight. But yeah, she should be okay on the flight because it's only 2 hours.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, babes.
All right.
Thank you
All right.
all for watching. Thank you
Take
for hanging
care.
out with me. Thank you again for coming up as always and hanging
All
out
right.
with me. Always a
Peace to
pleasure
you.
when you're in the building.
Thank you for having me. Peace to
Sunshine
your
and everyone
chat.
else. Okay, see you in the chat.
Take care.
You too, honey. Ray of Sunshine, Guarded Lion, everybody in the clouds. We had up to 8 people in here tonight. Thank you so much for rocking with us. And like I said, don't forget to vote. I'm going to put that up tonight before I go to bed. And tomorrow's categories will be up in a regular video, as well as, you know, for the rest of the week. I'm going live on Sunday with another category, maybe 2 categories, since that's all we're going to be talking about. Maybe some residual of this Remy Ma Pap situation, if, you know, she pops out with something else. But until then, thank you for watching. You have been Bellafied and happy Bellamas. Take care, all.